Hi everyone! For the purposes of class today, or at least these sets of notes, we're going to talk about these two topics that are on the screen, meditation and hypnosis. As I've been saying in previous videos, I'm going to go a little bit faster than I would if I were giving notes in class. So if you need to pause the video at any point so that you can take down notes, which I strongly suggest you do, please feel free to do so. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the actions of meditation and hypnosis, and I've included video clips for you as well, especially when it comes to hypnosis. So please make sure you're watching the clip from Brain Games that I have embedded on your website. Let's go ahead and start our notes really quickly. First, we're going to talk about meditation. I'm not sure how many of you have meditated or done yoga. I know that this is a really big push in our school last year, which tied in with mindfulness, which Miss Booz was heading up during our advisory classes. When we talk about meditation, we're talking about any family of practices that are aimed to basically bring our mental processes under greater control. It increases our awareness and creates it forces us to focus in a way so that we're able to kind of like process through some of the things we're going through and tune out some of the other outside chatter or things that distract us. There are two main styles of meditation. We call them focused attention and open control. When we talk about focused attention, we're concentrating on a specific object, image, sensation, or sound. So for example, if you are someone who's ever done yoga, your yoga instructor might say to you that you need to take a few moments and focus on your breathing. We tend to not focus on our breathing because it's one of those things that's so automatic for us. However, if you are choosing to kind of slow down and focus your attention on your breathing, then that would be an example of that particular practice. Next, we have open control. This is when we are really focusing on what is going on in the immediate moment-to-moment experience or being present in the now. I've also heard yoga instructors say that they want you to only think about what is going on within the room, only in this moment, only focusing on this time period, not worrying about something that happened an hour ago, not thinking about what will happen next. So open control is really focused on being in the moment. When we talk about the positives of meditation, there are all of these things on the screen that people advocate for or say that meditation can improve. So if you are struggling with these things, someone might recommend meditation to you. It increases our overall mental health. It could help reduce anxiety or improve your mood. If you're someone who has high blood pressure because of anxiety that you are experiencing, meditation could be helpful with that. And it overall increases our general awareness. If we were in class, I would ask you to meditate for a few minutes before we move on to hypnosis. However, we're not going to do that in these notes, but if you'd like to, I would strongly suggest you consider meditation, and there's lots of YouTube videos on it. We're going to kind of abruptly shift gears to hypnosis. Hypnosis is considered an altered state of consciousness. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen anyone hypnotized. Maybe you went to a school or other function where there was someone performing hypnosis. But essentially, we respond to suggestion if we are under hypnosis. This is an important thing that I want to call out. So people only do what they would be willing to do in their usual fully conscious state of mind when they're hypnotized. My students last year spent a lot of time asking me if you could hypnotize someone to do something bad. Like, can I hypnotize someone to harm another person? So the thing is that I want to call out here is you only do what you'd be willing to do in a fully conscious state. So if you wouldn't normally harm someone in a fully conscious state, then no, you can't be hypnotized to do that. Last year it was, Can I hypnotize someone to rob a bank? Well, would they do that in a conscious state? If they would, then probably, but if they would not, then no. Hypnosis was introduced by someone named Franz Mesmer, and that's where we get the term mesmerized. So I just want to point that out as a little bit of the history of hypnosis. When we talk about someone being hypnotized, they enter a state of suggestibility. So we're more able to respond positively to recommendations of the hypnotist. Also, you can go to certain types of therapy that encourage hypnosis in order to respond to or lead to a desired outcome. So for example, if someone struggles with smoking cigarettes, there have been studies that have shown that hypnosis can help address people who are, I guess, addicted to cigarettes, and therapists will suggest to them certain types of hypnosis so that they wind up quitting smoking cigarettes. This was something really big that was back in I feel like the 80s or 90s. When we talk about the theories of hypnosis, there are 3 theories that really come out of this. The first is the social influence theory. So humans want to be viewed favorably. This goes back to our social psych stuff. So we act out roles that are expected of them, and we follow directions and focus on tasks. So if you are under the influence of a hypnotist, then you are more likely to kind of obey that authority. The next one is Hildgard's divided consciousness. Hypnosis creates a dissociative state. So we enter this state of divided consciousness. We're kind of aware with part of our mind and then open to suggestion. So that leads us to being hypnotized. And then lastly, they do introduce this hypnotic susceptibility scale. So this is essentially how hypnotizable are you? Only about 20 to 30 people can be hypnotized at a deep level because some of us just cannot enter that state of hypnosis for whatever reason. So all 3 of these theories tie in with if you can be hypnotized and then what also happens when you are under potential hypnosis. I'm going to show a quick this is the video you're going to watch. It's a brain games video. Please watch it on hypnosis. He's going to hypnotize someone to do things like feel like they're really hot or forget how to count. So I highly suggest that you watch this. It is embedded in my website. If you have any questions about hypnosis, please reach out to me. Have a good day.